Welcome back to Prospect Channels TV. My people, we don't come back again with another Bonge update too, concerning this issue of Biafra. The Biafra war when we say it don't pass. And the way this Yakubu Gowon, they talk about it. So this video that you're about to watch, we are going to bring you back to what happened during the Civil War, waiting it talk, and waiting Nigerians don't they talk, and in present day, how Biafrans are being treated in Nigeria. Now the question now is, this man does not want to say the truth, and he does not want to really, hold up that, oh, what we did to Biafrans is not good. Let's say we are sorry. You understand? So this video you are going to hear, and you are going to see everything and see the position of Biafrans in this matter. Now I go drop make we watch the video together. I will be right back.
The so-called rising sun of Biafra is set forever. It will be a great disservice for anyone to continue to use the word Biafra to refer to any part of the east central state of Nigeria.
Who provoked the war and those who prosecuted it contributed largely to the death of Nigerian morals, and we have not gotten out of the woods, even since then.
You've always felt that that war was preventable.
It was a stupid war. It was a cruel war. It was a war that ought not to have taken place.
If Gowon had apologized to the Igbos, as you said?
If he had apologized at that point in time, and also been able to rein in Usman Katsina and those who were belligerent, those who were murdering Igbo folks in the north, if he had been able to handle them. But the Christian, the Catholic, the catechist son that he was, he certainly was not able, because he didn't put himself in power. It was the Fulani oligarchy that put him in power.
So he could not handle them?
He couldn't handle them, because it was not really, he was in office, wasn't in power.
The Murtala Muhammads were in power?
Oh, yes. So Murtala Muhammad would tell him off at executive meetings and say, use unprintable words on him, and he would just keep quiet. I mean, he didn't know how he became head of state. So
why was he scared of the Murtala Muhammads?
I think that was a long story, because he knew that it was Murtala Muhammad and his clique that killed the Ronsi, that took over power, and they knew what they wanted, and the gory nature of the coup, very bloody, even though it wasn't bloody at the point of the coup itself. It wasn't bloody in Ibadan, where they arrested Ronsi and Fajui and killed them at Ladopo. But when you look at the camp in Ibadan, and the camp, especially in Abeokuta, where you had more than 80% Igbo officers, and all of them were slaughtered. And also at Ikeja cantonment, where Igbo officers were also slaughtered. It was obvious, therefore, to Gowon that even if they put me there as a figurehead, there was not much I could do to rein those who were perpetrating. And even number two to Ironsi, who was Gundikwe from my village, had to run away.
And that same clique is still holding on to the state, right?
Till tomorrow, but their days are numbered, yes.
Taburi, yes, we agreed on area commands for the armed forces. At Aburi, we agreed that the police force would be decentralized. We agreed on those. Yes. We agreed even to show that we didn't separate. At Aburi, we also agreed on a certain revenue formula. That's what happened at Aburi. Aburi again, because I always end up, it sounds odd today, but I always end up by saying I must have been naive, because I believed actually that would be the end. I'll confess to you, when I got back to Enugu, oh yes, I had a party. believing that probably the danger was over. That's what we thought. Until they then began to deny everything.
A total waste, a gross, costly error. It was an avoidable war. It was an unjust war. And I said so at the time, as you probably know. And I was appalled by the fact that we went to war so easily. I should explain that I believe very much in the right of self-determination. Otherwise, what was independence all about? What's the entire struggle for liberation on the African continent all about, if it is not about the right of people to determine their own destiny? And to find us fighting a war to preserve the demarcations inflicted on us by foreign intruders was for me an act of abject mental enslavement. It was surrendering our will and the readiness to go to war and lose close to 2 million people to preserve something which was imposed on us by total aliens. It was for me a humiliating fact. It is worse than a crime against ourselves. It's just a denial of who we were as creatures of reason, of volition, of self-determination. It made nonsense, in fact, of what I considered we were. So, and the consequences are still with us till today.
Talking to himself. I mean, Gowon, is he confusing himself? Because I do not understand what he's actually talking about. Can Gowon actually come up and open up what happened in 1967 that led to that war? I don't understand. And I think it has gotten to a level, thank God for the awareness now. Yes, even though they try to make sure that the Niger Delta or whatever they call themselves, the South South or whatever they call themselves, does not come together, now or even before now, to form a major formidable, Biafran force, that will checkmate, their influence in Niger Delta, in our resources called in that crude oil, But I don't want to listen to Gowon. I don't. It's not that. In fact, when I saw that statement, I don't know actually what he is talking about. Nigerians need to ask him questions. Is his own perspective of the Nigeria Biafra war different from what Bangida is talking about? Let him open up. Stop manipulating. Who is the person that made you to go to war that you don't want to go? You are telling lies. Go on. You must pay for the over 6 million lives that was killed in that war. I can tell you, most of them, are they not Nigerians? They were Nigerians that were killed because of your incompetence, because of your wickedness, because of the way, the irrationality that you brought into the issue of leadership. Who is the person that was behind? Who actually influenced you that you abandon an agreement in Aburi? And if do not forget, especially those of them, who are there from Niger Delta, I thank God for what is happening now. There's this uprising in Niger Delta, and they're not going to take it again. It's spreading. Yes, they try to divide us. They try to make sure that they squeeze. Yeah, they say they are not Igbos. They are not this. They are the people who also are going about denying who they are, denying their neighbors, denying their brothers. Ojukwu consulted 20 communities, including the Anang, people. Everybody consulted. Ojukwu consulted everybody before he went to that war. But unfortunately, when the war started, we saw them running away. It was not the Igbos that defended. The Anang, they were running away. They got influenced. Fear got them. But they were the people. They were the part of the people. Said, "Nah, Ojukwu, yes, Eastern Union addressed Ojukwu. Ojukwu addressed them before the declaration of Biafra. So it was not an Igbo thing. Then what? How come all of a sudden, and it's like you say you are not Igbo, and then now, Nko, is the reality not coming out? What have you benefited from Nigeria? Those people who said they call themselves you are not Igbo. What have you benefited? What have Nigeria offered you? All the crude oil, all the oil blocks, everything belongs to the north. Are you not ashamed of yourselves? Is Igbo man your enemy? Are you not part of the agreement that there must be war to stop the ongoing extermination of Igbo tribe? Those of you in River State, what are you talking about? Those of you in Bayelsa, what are you talking about? Are you saying that you were not consulted? Then how come one of their people suggested the name Biafra from Bayelsa State? From Major? So if you are not to do this thing, and that is why at every point in time, you see, and the Fulanis, leaders, political class, taking advantage of these things and continue to destroy the Niger Delta, continue to make Niger Delta, continue to cause devastation and pollution without any regard, because something that would have brought everybody together as a bloc to fight a common cause. They made you to hate an Igbo man who is not your enemy. But today, thank God for the rising, the consciousness, that is spreading now. So go on to know that it can only delay the truth. One day, the truth must come out. Go on, you must confess the truth, and return back to your Fulani people, your British people, and call them and address them. Go back to Plateau. You and that woman should go back to where you people came from the Middle Belt, and stay there and defend yourself. Why are you running away? Are you running? He's running to London. Is it what is going to help you? Go back there. Stay there and defend yourself. Because these are the people that you are pretending to love. Thank God, you rightly said it very clearly. The Igbo man, the Igbo tribe, the Igbo nation, the son of the sun, the tribe of the sun. We are not part of Nigeria abnation. Even if you said the Nigerian flag does not talk about the Igbo man is not inclusive, if you look at the green white, what is green white? There's no Igbo man there. The Igbo man is not factor in it's green white. So it's between you and Yoruba. Make una fix on ourselves. After all, during the war, what was the position of the Yoruba man? When we discovered that it was the same Gowon that brought the unitary system of government. And the university never did. So all these things, has gotten to the point that the Igbo man has risen. Like they always say, it took us time, it took us years, no government presence, no government infrastructure, no government appointment, nothing. People just came from the axis of the war with our neighbors from the Niger Delta, denying that us completely. But are they successful now? It cannot be successful. Because God is watching, nature is watching. You are delaying, you are betraying your own brother. And let me ask the Niger, the Ojuku actually called for war. They brought war. They were killing the Igbos. They said that the Igbos are domineering. They are dominating. Something that is purely a military affair. Thank God for IBB. These are the same Buhari who wants Nnamdi Kanu dead today was the one who stopped the first democratic elected government in Nigeria. True clue. You see, he's a Kanuri man. He's a Fulani coup. The wickedness of Nigeria against the Igbo people. That's just to this moment. We saw clearly the turn of an Igbo man being hijacked by a Yoruba man politically. And the Yorubas are pretending as if, no, nothing. It's a political game. Is a political this. Is a that. You do not know how to. Who told you that? Now, for 64 good years of partnership between the Yorubas and the Fulanis, look at where Nigeria is today. The consequences of conspiracy against the Igbo people. But what you're seeing now is coming together. The Igbo unity is coming together. The Niger Delta people are coming together. They're even throwing what is Niger Delta? Who named it? Do you know the meaning of Niger Delta? Is there anywhere that is called any country called Niger Delta? But I can tell you, where Biafra started, the first kingdom on earth, history, and the Portuguese kept it, and they trace it. You can always trace Biafra. It's in Niger Delta. What is Niger Delta? Go back to the history and find out what they called Old Eastern Province. Old Eastern Province, made up of territories. Find out yourself. To go on, well, it is too late. Thank God you have recognized Biafra. And of course, when I listen to that statement, you have already given up in Biafra because you know that we were buried, of course, but the seed has risen. Biafra has risen, and there's nothing you can do about it. Whether we are factored in or not, that is not our business. But what we are saying at this point in time, it has become a reality to you. Go on. You are seeing it now that the people you fought for have turned against you. Not Igbo man this time around. They turned against you, and you must run. You see, the only way is that open up, tell the world who and what happened. If not, I'm seeing the entire end up in Biafra as a
All right, guys, thank you very much for staying to the end of this video. So what's your take on this? I've been saying this, that the needful needs to be done so that Nigeria will know their left from their right. If not, this issue will persist. The Igbos, they are aggrieved, but the Nigerian government does not want to own up that they actually, annoyed these people. What they did to them, they good. About 5 million persons was wasted on that unnecessary war. You understand? But Yakubu Gowon till now is still holding down. Won't talk the truth. Then they ask her, explain what happened in Aburi Accord. What happened? Till today, he have refused to say that part. Even when Babangida, made confession concerning the 1966 Igbo coup claimed by the former head of state, Yakubu Gowon, he's still holding it. So now, so this man go just go thy kingdom come, carry this burden, waka dey go like that, even if that one dey one side. But now the issue be say, the government, they need to attend to this matter because it's really very urgent. I go drop am for here. Abeg, make we hear from you. Drop your comment below the comment section. Don't forget to share this video. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. See you in my next video. Bye for now.